Mark, look away. I'm about to hit you in the sideburn with a screwdriver again. I would never hit my father-in-law in the head with a screwdriver. I swear to God. This is just what's happening right now, right here. Today, I have something super special. So today we are not going to do any of this because you'd think I only do one thing. I do trucking. That's what you see on YouTube, but that's not true. I do a lot more than that. I have a lot of varied interests. Some of you have seen that I draw, but I like to have fun too, and I like to do stuff for other people. So I have something that I want to share with you today, something that I did because it was fun, because it was good, and because it made me feel good. And we made this. Hold on, let me show you. Check this out. What do you guys think? It was not easy, but it was so much fun. Let me show you how it started. It was a simple request, like, can we do something cool for Mark? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. He's an amazing guy, so why not? Like, my wife worked on the image, picture, ChatGPT. This is it right here. Look at this. Check this out, right? Took that picture into Rhino, worked on it for a little bit, and I don't want to oversimplify the process. The stuff like this takes a lot of time to learn. You guys can start with Blender or other programs that are available. Many options to use to do 3D modeling, but this is what I did. And yeah, as you can see it, this is it happening right now in the background. It took a couple hours. I'm going to say 6 to 8 hours to model this. And then 3D printing went pretty smoothly. I'm going to try to put some video up here of it printing. The modeling wasn't the issue. The printing wasn't the issue. The assembly was the issue. I am notorious. I know this about myself, that I'm not, maybe is it patient? I don't know. I don't want to undersell myself here. And you guys will see what I'm talking about. I start to stumble in the execution. I don't know if I'm excited. Do you guys ever get excited to get to the end? Then it kind of gets in the way of a good, slow process. I feel like that happens to me a lot. So please remember, new camera, who dis, right? This is the new Sony ZV-E10 Mark II. I'm trying to figure out how to use it, how to use the stabilization, how to use the aperture and all that. Things I see right now in this little viewfinder are pretty cool. Like, hey, how you doing? Hello. I hope you find this entertaining. I want to do a lot more of this vlog style and just sharing, not just my life, because who cares about my life? I want to share cool things that you guys can be inspired by, and then you can come back and ask me for more and to share more with you, or you can maybe spark a conversation between each other. Let's go. Finished and done. What do you guys think? It was not easy, but it was so much fun. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is go to ChatGPT, and I'm going to ask it, can you make a cartoon version of this picture? Please upload the picture. Sure, here you go. So I'm going to put a picture. I have a couple that I downloaded. Here's one of me in Japan. I was having a good time there. I liked it. So there's that picture. So I give it the picture, getting started, showing you this because I want you guys to look at, oh my God, no way. Yeah, cool. Thanks a lot, ChatGPT. What the Frankfurt? What are you talking about? You son of a... I'm not a grill. Yeah, I'm not a grill nor a girl. I'm so upset. I can't believe it just did that to me. Okay, let's try it again. All right, let's try this picture. It's a goofy picture of me somewhere. Let's go. I hope it works this time. Wow, how embarrassing. Okay, so let's see what it's going to output. You know, sometimes it's close to what you put in, sometimes it's not, but just play with it until you get it right. The point is to get something that looks like you, that you're happy with, but it's also easy to trace. It has to have all these like cell-shaded portions of it. As you can see here, the picture is coming to life. I have to tell you, what it's outputting for me is not really making me that satisfied, but what it output for my father-in-law was really good. It really looked like him. Again, to keep his privacy, I'm not going to show you that. This is not me as far as I'm concerned, so I'd have to keep trying over and over, but his picture is dead on. So this is just an example. So once you have this picture, you know, click on it, love it, and download it. The Photoshop process is pretty simple. It's just about choosing how much of the image we want to make a sign out of. When I saw this, I thought, well, how cool, you know, maybe we could make like a stand-up type of lit up sign, but it becomes too tall and I wonder if it's going to tip over on the desk. These are the thoughts I have in my mind. So I go, okay, well, we can't really do it like this. So what we will do is select a portion of it. So you can see here, I'm actually selecting just a small portion of it, and I hack in a little bit of what I call a base. So I put all this black stuff at the bottom, and then I found a font and I wrote all of this. So I wrote Mark's Place with what would be called, let's see, the font is called Cartoonic. Oh, how appropriate, right? So of course, you know, from a little bit of graphic design background, you know, for things to stand out, they need a border. So I put some black border that matches into the black patch that I laid underneath, and it stands out a little better. And I'm also thinking in 3D, how am I going to execute this? So I'm casually thinking where blue is going to show up, and so on and so forth. So, you know, there it is. I'm pretty satisfied. And this is the image that I take into the modeling program. So we export this as a JPEG and or as a PNG. And all right, let's move over to Rhino. All right, so from here, step 2 is to open it up in Rhino. I do use Rhino quite a lot. So let's see in the layers. This is already finished, as you guys can see, but I need to show you guys what it looked like. The goal to all of this is to design all of these curves. And if you guys look in 3D, you will see what is actually happening here. So it's all made up of curves. And why? What is it? So, you know, as you'll hear me talk about this throughout the video, you do have to have some skills in 3D making and also in Photoshop. But yeah, this was his picture. These were the letters that I put in. And this is how I'm envisioning the final sign looking like. But then I start to trace it. So I'm not going to try to do that. As you can see here in 3D, these lines are literally traced in 3D over his sketch. So if we turn off his sketch, what you can see, if I zoom in, these are all individual lines that I drew and trimmed by myself. So you have to do that. It's almost like tracing the picture with lines. Here's a line tool right here. Let me just show you really quick. You guys see how I can make curved lines by making points. And so you would do that by tracing the picture, okay? I know, you know, I'm skipping a lot, but this would be an intense thing to try to teach you. This would be a whole lesson on its own. And many of us don't use Rhino. Some of us use Blender and so on and so forth. So many options out there. But once you have a curve like this, what you can do is extrude it. So curves can turn into surfaces, and you can see here as I type in the word extrude, I can pull it up, and there you go. See, you're starting to see the shape of it. So by pulling the base up and then pulling his glasses down, you start to formulate what he looks like. I am oversimplifying this, and it's not fair, but look at this, right? You see this? I keep pulling shapes up and down, up and down. Let's get his collar in here. But you're saying, well, why do you have so many, again, just for the sake of showing you, why do you have so many lines? What's happening? This is all thought out. These are 0.2 millimeter gaps. This is, you know, shapes that have to fit in within one another and tolerances that have to be kept. So this is what you're looking at. I'm sorry. I know you're going to be left asking questions and scratching your head, and it's not fair. So I'm going to skip ahead. Please forgive me, okay? I'm going to delete these because, of course, I've already built this. Check it out. When I extruded everything, I also made a ledge. And this ledge will come in handy later when you see it, when I talk about this is where the top of the sign goes down onto, and that's where the glue lays, the hot glue and the super glue, I mean. So this is it. Now, the other thing that you'll hear me talking about it when I assemble it is these channels. I went through in rear view like this, and I just cut all these portals into it. Why? So I can snake all of my LED lighting. So now I'm going to turn on layer by layer. There's his mouth and his eyes and eyebrows floating, but they're very, very thin pieces of black plastic, I imagine. His skin, his shirt, and the plate that covers the bottom. And here is his name. So I know. It's like, okay, well, how do I get here? Guys, it's difficult. This is years and years of me learning. Again, you'd have to watch a lot of tutorials online to learn how to do this, and I have faith in you. But let me give you some details too. There's also a place where the LED comes in and out of, and there are 2 mounting holes, so he can put this into the wall. I didn't want to pick one because I couldn't tell the center of gravity of this thing or the balance point. So I picked 2 holes like this. I hope it's okay. But yeah, guys, there it is. There she is, right there. Mark's place. So now over to the 3D printer and let's see how that goes. All right, so when we are done, we need to set it all up in Bamboo Lab or whatever slicer you have, depending on what program that you use or what 3D printer to use. So here it is, all broken up and ready for printing. But again, I did not print, but I didn't actually film the printing of these pieces, so I'm actually going to do it after the fact for you guys, not to ruin the immersion. Just for you guys to see how this goes, we're going to print just a portion of it. So let's choose to print just a few pieces. Okay, so let's just have it sliced. Make sure your colors are all correct. It's going to do its thing, trying to figure out how to print this. And it's going to take a few hours. I mean, I'm pretty lucky. I do have a couple of 3D printers that I operate. So this will be 8 hours. Let's just get going and see how it does. I'm going to send it over to my trusty Uno printer, which is already loaded with those colors. And let's watch the time lapse. I hope this turns out, guys. And off to the printers we go. This is really fun to watch as a time lapse. It's not fun to watch when you're sitting there because it does take a couple hours. I do recommend a nice printer. Bamboo Labs has been doing really well lately. They just came out with an even bigger printer than the ones that I own, and I highly recommend them. They're just very reliable. They're very foolproof. You don't have to do much. As you can see here, it's just doing its job, and as I said, it's kind of entertaining to watch, but only in time lapse. If you sat there, it's like watching paint dry. So very, very cool technology. I love it. And it gives us things that we can't usually have. So yeah, you can see it here layer by layer. There's a lot of waste in this process where it's trying to switch colors out, but hey, it is what it is. This is what it has to do for us to get our final product. It's a pile of parts, and some are good, some are bad, but I hope to make sense of it, and then I'll show it to you in a sec. I have to feed this whole thing all the way in, so I got to be careful. I made little channels, and I might share the data with you guys. I think I will actually show it on the screen how I built it. I'm going to try to zoom in and show you what's actually happening here. So, you know, it actually has to snake properly and go all the way, so it makes it through all the little channels that make up his face. My best feeling is basically start in this direction, so we just got to get it peeled up a little bit. So now we are here, and we are also, hey, we're here. Okay, now we can really capture this. This is gonna be the silliest thing. Like, this is not what the Sim does, is it? But well, he does it now. So I don't know. I want to share more with you guys. I think there's a lot that we can learn from each other. It's, you know, I'm not just a sim racing dude doing my sim racing thing. I have many passions. I have many things that I do. So I'm gonna try to go as fast as I can here while doing a good job. So yeah, so I've done this a few times, so I like to centralize the position of my LED, but I also have to keep in mind where I want to take it, what do I want to achieve. So you got to plan really carefully, because you'll get to the end and then you'll have nothing left, and that's really gonna suck if that happens. And when you feed it also, you have to really be careful. You have to do stuff like this. Like, you don't want to get underneath here and start twisting. I think maybe that's how I broke my last LED. Just trying to twist it like this. All right. I know it doesn't make sense, but I've planned these things out. And again, I'll show it to you in data, because if you plan this out, how are you going to feed this in? So why is there channels? Because it has to be supported. These walls are drafted up, as you can see in the data.
We're gonna go back through his eye, underneath his glasses, and come out the side. I have a plan, boys. I have a plan. You always gotta have a plan, otherwise you're gonna be effed up down a river without a paddle. So again, it's not a science. I'm sure the guys who do this all the time have a whole spiel they can give you on how to do the LEDs and how to twist it and all that. But I do intend to put some hot glue on it. So we'll do that in a moment. Wow, I'm super sweaty right now, guys. From this helmet, I got a skater boy helmet. There is sweat dripping down the side of my neck right now. God damn it. Just, you know, look at the maze, right? I'm gonna point with this little stick. I think I went around through his mouth, I came out the ear, went through his eye, right up through the top, and came back down, ended back here somewhere. Anyways, you guys don't care as long as it works. I'm gonna plug it in right now. Wish me luck. Please work. I beg you, and everything in the world, please work. Yes! Oh my God, it's working. I know it's bright, maybe it's bright, maybe it's not, I don't know. How cool is that? It is working. So first test, please work. I think the way we have to do it is to just gently put the pieces together. I have to hot glue the strip down so it doesn't move, but I'm gonna start doing my test. So for that, let's do some lights off as they say. Oh yeah. First thing I'm observing is that this skin color, the skin color is not meant to put out light. And when it's one layer like this, you can kind of see through it. And I'll show you guys in a moment. I don't know if you guys can see it. You can actually see let's light out a little bit. Now, if I put another layer, that's a problem, because if I put another layer, not enough light will come through. So we're stuck in this weird spot right now. I don't know what to do. Here's the shirt. The blue is beautiful. Look at the blue, my God. Mark's place, wow. I hope he likes it. Mark, I hope if you see this video, man, I hope you like it. This is definitely fun. I don't want to push this too far because it's got a couple corners it's got to go through. There we go. Very cool, very cool. Well, I hope you guys see it. Let's remove it. Wow. I hope you feel my excitement. This is so crazy. I love it, I love it, I love it. Look at this. Mark's place. So we're gonna zoom in and show you some things. For example, like this is what I mean, right? You see how the light is peeking through, and you can actually see where the yeah, let's get some zoom. Yeah, you can see where the filament was laid down, but now this looks ridiculous, doesn't it? If I take this off, look how sweaty I am. My God. All right, boys. So yeah, we committed to it. We got the good old hot glue gun out. Like I said, please remember this is super hot and PLA loves heat to melt. This is what it does, right? PLA needs heat to melt. So I don't want to hear about, you didn't tell me. It's gonna get a little weird, but whatever. We'll clean up in a little bit. Reassess a little bit. So tight spaces, the gun will not go in because you will regret it. I'm speaking to myself on this one. Be careful. Don't rush it. I don't know, maybe it's the pressure of me filming the video of my first little vlog, if I'm ever gonna put it out. There we go, like that. And then let's just do a nice line across. Yeah, let's zoom in and kind of show you what a hot mess I made. Yeah, so for example, right here across the nose, I'm gonna just, this is what I meant about a railroad track. Some people will say, well, you're not careful enough. Yeah, I mean, we all have our ways, you know what I'm saying? Patience for something, or we're all good at something. I'm not sure. I don't want to ruin it, but I always feel like I am a bit rushed at these stages of where I need to be extremely careful and attentive. I feel like, so I'm saying it out loud, I feel like I do rush sometimes. I don't know if you guys feel this way. Is it the excitement of being finished? I put a lot of glue right there, as you can see. So I want to secure the cable as it comes in through this hole right there. Then I just kept putting, like, as I said, little railroad tracks everywhere. Heavy-handed, hell yeah. Like, wow, seeing it zoomed in like this is really scary. So it's very boogery.
Let's pick up the, I call it the spider's nest, right? Whenever you work with this stuff and it starts to glue onto you. My God, dude, it just won't let go. So my wife gave me this. It's like for fingernails or something, but it works just as well. So yeah, I don't know. We're gonna use it. Of course, the corners is where it's important because it wants to hold in corners. All right, so we're gonna do that. We're just gonna start off with this hair and we're gonna commit to it. I don't know, guys, should I plug it in one more time? One more again? All right, so there it is. So once it goes in like that with super glue, guys, this is saying, nah, this is not coming out. So yeah, I wanna show you what I'm talking about, where I'm doing it. There's a little edge right there. Do you see that? Look at that little edge. And that's where I'm putting the glue. It's kind of difficult with no lighting. Let's get the neck piece in there. There we go. And now this piece is really gonna suck. Don't ask me why. I mean, you saw at the beginning, I didn't want to like lay it all the way down. It's got so many corners, and I'll show you in a moment why. It's this, right? So what happens is it has all of these corners and they all want to, you know, go down and grab against something. So this will be a bit of a mallet job, what I call it, a mallet job. But the problem with that is it's got too much flex. Every point is pulling in a different direction. So this will have to be super, super careful. And the problem with this is, no, see? Yeah, this is a problem, guys. Yeah, I did not. I don't know if you guys can tell, probably not. What is it? It's a fucking lighter with a screwdriver. I freaked out, guys. Okay, we don't have, all right, guys, oh my God, I freaked out so bad just now. So we don't have any light leak. It is almost all the way down. Well, it is all the way down. Here I am, I grabbed the lighter and a screwdriver. My God, dude, I was in freak out mode severely. So anyways, fudge popsicles, man. I'm telling you. All right, well, I'm gonna go around and solidify Mark's place all the way down. Oh, this ledge. Wow, I freaked the F out, dude. Yes, perfecto. Mark, I hope you like it.
All right, I'm gonna turn off the lights and let's see what happens.
Wow, how cool is that? All right, guys, let's set the mood. Wow. From one son-in-law to one father-in-law, this is my little gift that I can give back. I really hope he likes it. Mark, look away. I'm about to hit you in the sideburn with a screwdriver again. I would never hit my father-in-law in the head with a screwdriver. I swear to God, this is just what's happening right now, right here. And that's just the way we live. This is me, this is us. This is our family. I don't know, what do you guys think? It looks really good when it's not lit. My God, it literally looks like a cartoon, which it is. Like an actual 2D cartoon in real life. I can't explain it, it's so cool. It looks like the Simpsons have come to life. But yeah, there it is. And let's see if we can light it up just one more time.
I mean, to keep his privacy, I'm not sure I'm going to share you his picture, but this is Mark. I don't know, more or less. This is Mark, always smirking, always happy. I think we did it. I don't know. Very cool. I'm so excited. I hope I helped you. I know I didn't go in depth about how I truly built it. There's a lot of tutorials out there. You'd have to learn how to use, you know, just Photoshop, and from Photoshop you're gonna have to learn how to use 3D software. So in any case, I don't know, if you guys want more, we'll do more. I think this was pretty cool. Look at that. I'm trying to get better at this vlogging thing. I'm trying to get better at this camera. What I'm not getting better at is this. I know, that's not very flattering, is it? But you know what's flattering? That is flattering right there. I can't believe we pulled this off. This is so cool. We did it, boys. Anyways, I'm tired. I'm leaning on this, man. I'm super tired, but yep, I can't wait. I think this video is going to make it on the channel. All right, see you next time.